All right, as college kids head back to campus, high-risk drinking behavior is something every parent worries about.
Our next guest shares ways we can speak with our kids before and during college about the dangers of binge drinking. A mom of 4, a sober activist, and author of the book Beyond Sober, she aims to change the toxic drinking culture pervasive in our society. Welcome to Great Day, Washington, Laura Lee Wright. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. So you wrote a book. What was the impetus for you writing a book?
Sure. So I am a woman in recovery, and so I am also an advocate for not just women in recovery, but people in recovery. And there's a lot of memoirs out there on the market, telling people's stories, and that's wonderful, and I love to read those. But what I wanted to write was something that was bite-sized and easy to digest with just some actionable tips that people can take in early recovery.
And we think about some of those bite-sized things, like what are some signs that parents can see in their students that maybe might cause some worry? My oldest stepdaughter just went off to college, so she's free from her parents, and it is a worry for all of us.
Absolutely. I think we have a society that thinks of drinking as a rite of passage in college.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. But there are some things as parents that we can kind of watch out for. I just dropped one off at ODU as well.
Yeah.
So it is really scary to have them out there. But one of the big things to watch for is binge drinking. So what does that look like in the college level? That's like a short period of time drinking lots and lots and lots and lots of alcohol in like a couple of hours. And if they do that many times a week, then that's something to really look at, and it might be a red flag.
Okay. What else? What are some other kind of signs to look for?
What about why are they drinking? So when people drink or use a substance, it's usually to change the way they feel. So is your child drinking to cope? Are they trying to cope with maybe mental illness or stress? Are they self-medicating? Because there are definitely healthier ways to deal with that than alcohol.
I feel like some too, they think their personality becomes better and they're more likable when they're, drinking and having fun instead of really understanding that they're special the way that they are.
Absolutely. When I look back when I was drinking, I thought I was pretty special and fun too, but
Right.
you're not.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
Well, it's all
More
fun
fun
and
like
games.
yourself.
It's all fun and games until it's a problem.
Right.
Right. So if you notice these signs in your college-age child or any person, what should you do?
So I think particularly with college kids, the key is communication and having that open communication even before they leave, and make sure they're armed with the information they need. And that information includes where can they go on campus to get help if they think they have some sort of problem. Is there a mental health facility? There usually is. Is there a counselor they can talk to? Where can they go on campus to get the help that they think they might need?
Can students get in trouble with alcohol even if they don't drink?
Absolutely. I just went over this with my 21-year-old when I dropped him off last week. He doesn't drink. It's a choice that he has made at this point in his life, so I don't worry about him getting into alcohol-related problems. But he is 21, which means he can buy alcohol for other people. And I said, I had to explain to him, there's significant legal ramifications, particularly in the state of Virginia. You can lose your driver's license for up to a year. Is it worth it? Is it worth your driving privileges to be cool?
Right.
I hope not.
Right.
And if he's not the one drinking, he's probably usually the designated driver too. So who knows what his passengers have on them.
But educating them, I think, is huge, because they might think, well, I'm not drinking and we're fine. But it's like educating them about, here's the legal consequences that could happen. And that maybe will be an eye-opener for some kids too, because they go to college, they have fun, they aren't aware of the real consequences that can happen. So that's huge.
None of us thought we'd get in trouble as kids, right?
right.
We're invincible. We're invincible.
As we wrap up here, what do you want people to take away from your book?
So what I want people to take away from my book is that sobriety is available to everyone. And if you take it one bite at a time, you'll be surprised at where you can get.
Yeah, you're stronger than you think, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And there's people like you out there to support everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Very much for sharing your story.
Thank you so much.